Our first guest tonight is the lead singer in one of the most popular rock and roll groups in America. Their latest best-selling album is called 4. I have a copy of it right here. There it is, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the show, Huey Lewis. Huey! Great. How do you do, Huey? Nice to see you. Huey! How you been?
Fine, thanks.
Things are going great for you, aren't they?
They are, actually, yeah.
It's nice to have you back here.
Now,
the last time you were here sans news.
That's right.
That's right. But tonight we have...
There's a bit of an argument over that, too. You wouldn't afford the group, actually.
Not that we wouldn't. No, not that we wouldn't.
You couldn't.
We couldn't.
But now that you've been to Vegas...
That's right. Yeah, that's right. The 800 grand came in handy. Yeah. Now, how long have you been with the group, The News? How did you get the name, all of that stuff? Tell me everything.
Okay. In 25 words or less.
Whatever you want to do.
Sean and I were in a band together before this called Clover for 8 years. Mm-hmm. This band's been together for 8 years. The other
Any hits from Clover?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, okay.
No. Lots of great music, but no hits.
All right. This is a Bay Area band?
That's right.
Okay.
And in fact, our band, The News, is the union of 2 local Marin County bands. Mm-hmm. One called Clover and one called Soundhole. And Billy, Johnny, and Mario were in Soundhole, and Sean and I were in Clover, and we were friends for years. And when the 2 bands broke up, we sort of united.
Yeah, and so we're going to meet all of these guys.
We are,
a little bit later. Okay. And the name, The News, Huey Lewis and The News, very catchy. How did you come by that?
Well, the Rolling Stones were taken.
And that's it.
No, in fact, we were originally called Huey Lewis and American Express. Mm-hmm. But our record company was afraid that we'd be sued.
Yeah.
And so on the eve of the release of our first record, we came up with The News.
Yeah.
Because we thought it was so clever.
Sounds nice. Sounds very good. Now tell me about yourself as a kid. People are telling me that you were a prodigy. At 12 years old, you were taking SAT tests and so forth?
No, I took SAT tests whenever kids take SAT. I suppose I was 14, 15.
Yeah.
And I got lucky on a math test, actually, and did very well on a math test, and then got accepted.
What do you mean you got lucky? How can you get lucky?
Well, you read about the kid from wherever it is who just got perfect scores on his thing, and it's a C average kid.
Perfect scores on his thing?
On his SAT.
God, Huey, I don't think I did read that. Where is it?
Well, whatever.
I got a thing competition, Paul. Did you? Sorry. I'm sorry. It's the end of a long week.
I left myself open for that.
Yeah. So you took them and you scored quite high on the
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. It's true.
And so your folks were probably excited. They thought they had a prodigy on their hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Then I went to prep school, actually. I was raised in San Francisco, and I went to prep school in New Jersey. And which was interesting. I mean, it was a very rich sort of East Coast prep school, and I showed up there, and there were people from all over the world, Oregon, Venezuela, Georgia, all with the same sport coat, which I thought was pretty curious. But nevertheless, it was a good school, and after graduating from that, I was going to go to Cornell and study engineering and
is this something you wanted to do, or were your folks hoping?
Well,
for you?
I was 14 years old. I'm sure I knew what I wanted to do. We had the college advisor said, "Well, what do you want to do with the rest of your life?" And of course, I should have said, "I'm 14 years old."
Right.
But I didn't. He says, "Well, you have good grades in math. How about being an engineer?" And I said, "Well, that sounds good to me. I've always liked trains." And well, what about Cornell? And I thought, "Oh, yeah, that's red and white. Sounds good to me." And so I was admitted to Cornell, and I was ready to go. I was going to play baseball. I was
pretty good ball player, right?
Average.
What position?
Pitcher.
Yeah.
And then my dad said, "Well, you're 16 years old now. I got accepted a year previous, but now, and I just turned 16." And he said, "There's only one more thing I'm going to make you do, and that is take a year off before you go to college and hitchhike through Europe."
Well, you have a very enlightened father to be suggesting that.
Either that or crazy.
Yeah. So at 16, you left and you went to Europe?
That's right.
Wow, that must have been a great time.
It was fun. Well, yeah, it wasn't initially. It ended up being a great time. Yeah, I took a harmonica because it sort of fit the image, and I was, and I just played, in subways and tube stations in Britain.
What was your favorite country?
That's hard to say. My favorite country, I suppose Yugoslavia.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, physically
Very
lovely.
cheap.
People nice.
Very nice people.
Yeah.
Very cheap, unpopulated,
Yeah.
and beautiful.
You're gonna sing with the band and also with our band tonight,
We are.
right?
We're very excited about
Okay,
that.
2 songs tonight from Huey Lewis and also the news. And in the meantime, let's see if we can't find that kid who got perfect scores on his thing and book him. Maybe take him with us to Vegas, Paul. The album's doing great, isn't it?
It is, actually.
Another
yeah.
big hit for you. We got to do a commercial, and then Huey's going to sing for us. So we'll be right back. Huey Lewis and the news. The entire news is represented here tonight, correct? That's correct. Nice to see you, gentlemen. I'm sorry you couldn't be here with us a couple of years ago, but now you're here, and that's great. Thank you for being here. And you're singing something tonight, which is on the brand new album, correct? Okay, folks, here is Huey Lewis and the news singing Naturally.
All the birds have been blue, don't know what to do. Ever since you said goodbye to me, and the flowers in their gloom have just refused to bloom. 'Cause we all want you back, you see. Ooh, naturally. What up, what up, wop, wop, what up, what up, what up, wop, what up. All the birds have been blue, they don't know what to do. Ever since you said goodbye to me, and the flowers in it glow have just refused to bloom. 'Cause we all want you back, you see. And now Mr. Moon is left without a tune, and his shadow lost the harmony. So don't waste any time, come back and change your mind. Everything will work out naturally. Now you know life is a struggle, and only the strong will survive. So it's up to me and you to do what we gotta do to keep our love alive. All the bees have been gone, they know that something's wrong, 'cause they don't feel like buzzing at all. And the stars up in the sky, all they do is cry. And that's why the rain must fall. And now the early morning sun, he knows that you're the one, and we both miss your company. So don't waste any time, come back and change your mind. Everything will work out naturally. Now you know life is a struggle, and only the strong will survive. So it's up to me and you to do what we gotta do to keep our love alive. Oh, love it. Oh, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up. So hear me when I say, don't waste any time, come back and change your mind. We'll be singing harmonies with the birds and bees. If only you'll be mine, things will work out fine, naturally.
Yeah. Thank you, boys. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Really nice job. We'll be right back, and they're going to sing another song. Ladies and gentlemen, they're back. They're back. They're better than ever. Here now to sing another hit song from the hit album for Huey Lewis and the News and Hip to Be Square. Kids.
Hotel accommodations for most guests of Late Night with David Letterman furnished by the Berkshire Place and Omni Classic Hotel in exchange for this announcement. For reservations at Omni Hotels in the U.S. and Europe, call toll-free 800-THE-OMNI.
That's right, the Omni. Welcome back, folks. Monday on the show, Charles Grodin will be here, and also singer Frances Raffel. Am I pronouncing that correctly? It is Frances? Okay, fine. She is from Les Miserables. All right, so we'll look forward to that. And Huey Lewis in the news. Huey, introduce the gentleman in the band for us, if you will.
Sean Hopper.
Sean,
keyboards.
nice to meet you. Thank you, sir. Great
Johnny,
job.
Johnny Cola.
Johnny?
Bill Gibson.
Bill, nice to have you here.
Mario Cipollina.
Mario, nice job.
And Chris Hayes.
Chris, nice to meet you.
for having Thanks.
And Huey, thank you for being here. Good luck to you. Great job. Come back anytime. Also, my thanks to Bill Windle, our announcer, and, of course, Paul and his lovely group over there. Sid McGinnis and Will Lee and Anton Fred. We'll be back on Monday night, folks. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Good night, everybody.